What's up guys, Jaking It Easy. Friend Steve is here to help me. Today I am installing a Corsa intake for the 2016 Silverado. I actually went out and bought myself a GoPro so my wife doesn't have to film this anymore. So this is what we're working with now. We're looking at the old intake and I'm going to walk you guys through how to install this sucker. So hang on and we'll get started. Okay, so here is the new Corsa intake box. I got the dry filter, so it's not wet. This is the setup for the intake. It's not very in-depth, so. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the negative terminal for the battery. I'll get the GoPro set up. Should be able to just watch it work, I guess, which is pretty cool. We got the negative terminal. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect my mass airflow sensor. Should be just like that. Pop up, push in. Cool. I'll go ahead and set that off to the side. This has to come off this brace.
Should be probably a 10.
It's easy. It's a 10. Look at this box. So there you go. So then we can get to the box. Phillips head. All right, 4 Phillips head bolts coming out of the intake manifold. 1, 2, 3. 4th is tucked back behind your radiator. Oh, my radiator is plastic too. It's got the plastic, just like the vet. You want to get a flathead? Start yanking that off. I can take this, just pop off. It should come off. Looks like a rubber holder that you have to just pull it off. I'm gonna double check, but I see I got clips here, so that looks like it has to come off before I do anything too crazy. And then, yep, rubber piece. What else is holding on? Okay, figured it out. It's called hit it with your purse and stop being a little baby. So you literally just have to pull hard. Come on, mama. That rubber grommet was holding. So hit it with your purse. Cool. All right, so that's out. We got to get the manifold off from the intake side. There are these rubber clips. I'm not 100% sure how they come off. You just, okay. Press rubber piece up, press plastic clip up, plastic clip come off. Ain't that about a bitch? All right, that's that. This is just holding on up there. This may be one of my longer videos, only because I'm new to the GoPro side of the house. I know my videos are usually like 5 or 6 minutes. But that's just because I don't know what the F I'm doing. So now I'm actually going out and buying stuff for YouTube, for you guys, because I like fixing stuff and you guys like to not see all the introductions on how to fix a motor. I know I stress this a lot, but I want to curse, but every effing video I see online is always a 3-minute introduction. Some dude's got like an intro video. Like, what am I, the Mopar channel? No, dude, how do I fix my fucking truck? That's all I want to know. So this is off, as you can see. She's seen mud. Not a pavement princess, as much as I like to lie, it is. But yeah, there's your disassembly.
There's a lot of space.
Yeah, a lot of space. These are the same right here. These come off, yoink, right there. What are these, your vacuum lines? Yeah. Vacuum lines off the head. Okay, real quick. MAF sensor, mass airflow. So that gets reused. What's really cool about this GoPro is I have this condition called I drink too much caffeine and shake. And the GoPro gets rid of shaking. So I'm shaking like a leaf right now, but the GoPro is handling it for me. These look like Torx tips. They're really small, maybe T45s. I'm gonna grab a Torx tip and I'll take this off real quick. Very small. Smaller than a T20. Don't make fun of me if I got the size wrong. I'm not perfect, I promise. I definitely got the size wrong because it gets smaller. So T9 is smaller. T45, I'm assuming, would be bigger. Please leave me a comment and make fun of me, dude. I'm learning just as much as you guys are. So it is a T15. So your mass airflow sensor has to come off of here and go on your new intake manifold. Okay.
Not too bad.
Mass airflow sensor. This was facing this direction. So it goes like that. Science! Okay. I just confused myself. I'm hoping it only goes on one way. No, I can go on multiple ways. I'm fucked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my truck and it's not going to run right. Oh, you got it. Oh, perfect. No, okay. You can't fuck it up because the bolts don't sit. I don't know how to do camera work. But it only goes on one direction. Yoink. That's how your lines sit. Sick. Reuse your MAF sensor. I didn't see a gasket for it, so I'm just going to reuse the old one. All right, airflow sensor's installed. This has to come out. This is your original tray, as you can see. Guess I'm reading the instructions. I don't have the personality for this shit, dude. I keep telling my friend Steve he should start his own YouTube channel because way more personality than me. But he also doesn't know how to work on shit.
Bitch.
Okay. All right, another step I gotta take. I have to put this gasket around the inlet of the intake box. So it goes on the circular point. This has like a rubber gasket. What would you consider this, Steve? What do they call those again? Bubble gasket? It's not a bubble gasket because we use them in the airplanes. I can't remember what the word was on the tip of my tongue. Comment on it and let me know what it is. My brain is fried. Heat. We use them on the airplane all the time. Starts with a B though, for sure. They go around the door frames.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? All right, so it should look similar to that. And then a good idea is always to put petroleum jelly on your seals. Call them pet the seals. Thickens them up. Helps out with sealing. Helps your seal seal. Next thing we're gonna do, once we get that box out, we're gonna install this box in. Looks like it only has 3 holes at the bottom.
Yeah.
So the 4 that you just took out, we only need 3 of them. Comes out. Out with the old. All right, you got to be careful because you have radiator lines down here. There you go. So once you get past those radiator, yeah, perfect. 3 bolts right there. 1, 2, 3. 3. And then these just go and they mock back over where you removed your 4 bolts from. You only need 3 now. Easy day. 1, 2. I can't imagine this thing adding too much horsepower to this truck. I would like it for towing because the truck at low RPMs is kind of a dog. And I have a pedal commander in it and I have the range disabler with these trucks. And this has been my biggest complaint since I bought the truck, is that it's a Prius. A Prius with a bed. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit about fuel economy? My buddy bought a Tundra and it was a 2016 Tundra. So I got the 2016 Silverado, he got his 2016 Tundra. And I had to move from Seattle to Florida for the military because it's, you know, just every once in a while they make us move. I packed up all my shit into a 6x12 trailer. And I was telling my buddy this the other day. And got all loaded up, got everything set up to roll, and I start towing it around with the truck to kind of get a feel for it. And I was like, damn, this fucker's heavy. You know, it doesn't feel light. And my buddy came over with his Tundra, and I was like, dude, let me hook this trailer up to that Tundra. And it was like, dude, the suspension on the Tundra was better. The acceleration, the torque, everything was better. It was like there was not a trailer hooked up. And the Silverado feels like a dog with it on. And the Tundra felt like I was driving Miss Daisy. So anything all this money I'm having to add into the Silverado to try to get it to be as good as the Tundra blows my fucking mind. And I still don't get great gas mileage. If you turn the range off, you get about 16. You turn the range on, you get about 19. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't need gas mileage, I need the tow shit. Sorry. Just went on a fucking rant there. Seriously, you know what I mean? What the fuck do I care about fuel economy on a fucking pickup truck? If I wanted fuel economy, I'll buy a Toyota. I'll buy a Prius. Right? Am I wrong? Did you buy the Vet because it was good on gas, or did you buy the Vet because it's fast?
It was fast.
Right? Did you buy the Civic because it was fast, or did you buy it because it was good on gas?
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
You bought it because it was good on gas. You know? These companies are so diluted with the idea that, you know, if I just get 3 miles an hour, 3 miles to the gallon better, I'm going to save the planet. While China is dumping more fucking toxins into the atmosphere than 3 countries combined. My bad. But if I'm wrong, like, am I wrong?
No.
I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, back to the install. There's my rant for the day. Box is installed, 3 bolts, yada, yada, yada. For tightening the mounting bolts, ensure the hose shown in the oval is not under the air. Make an airplane.
Yeah.
So that goes there. This setup comes with the hooks that clip to your rubber hoses. So your rubber hose is going to go in, kind of just ghetto fashioned it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Ghetto fashion.
There. Oops. And then these clip in to the original plastic ones that I took off, and then they yoink onto there. I don't see any clamps for them, so I'm assuming they're not that high pressure. So it looks like they just boink boink on.
And then boinkers.
So like this. Should just snap on, right? In theory.
In theory.
Yeah, that one went on. All right, so we have this mocked up for you. Obviously, this just slides in this opening. You attach it to your new intake hose.
Yeah, hose.
Lead it to your manifold. I mocked this up. Sits over your intake manifold. And then you'll slide this on to here. Yeah, and in here. Yep, right there. Should go right in. And we have the hoses that we installed earlier. Let me actually look at them. This camera's not hard to work with.
Hard to work with?
No, it's not terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Actually kind of nice. Get this metal piece on first. It expanded the rubber so much I didn't want to play ball. Loosen the metal clamp.
Clippy clamp.
All right. Imagine doing this for a living where you had to just explain everything you were doing.
Yeah.
I go, what's your job? I do things and talk about it, and I better know the effing nomenclature for it, or else people on the internet are gonna make fun of me.
Yeah, fire you up.
A lot of fun of me. Because why post shit on the internet if you can't take the criticism? Oh, I don't like that. I wonder if that needs to be shortened. See that crimp? It doesn't say anything about shortening it.
The crimper.
Get it cut. Give it a nice cut. Yeah, you can see the crimp right there. And then the problem is it doesn't want to fucking come off this thing once it goes on there. All right, let's do this. Take that, and I'm gonna actually just loosen this out. I'm not fighting with this in the engine bay. Boom. Okay. Now, what side wants to come out is the question. That side wants to come out. So we get this in. It wants to go to there, right?
Yeah.
So we need to take about an inch off, 2 inches. That's a pretty average cut, right?
Yeah.
2 inches is pretty average. It's a pretty big cut if you ask me. You know, I would say that's a big cut.
It's fucking huge.
Huge. All right. Not a lot of you guys will have these. This is a carpet knife. I used to do carpet before I joined the Navy. This is a very sharp blade that you should be able to cut a rubber hose with. Just kind of take your estimate of what you want to cut. I'm eyeballing it. Run it through. Turn it as you go so you kind of stay in line with yourself. And bam. Nice cut. Sweet. Got to be careful with those blades though. They're It's the sharpest thing you'll ever cut yourself with. You will not feel it cut you. That's how sharp it is. You'll just start bleeding. I cut myself one time. I was doing a job with my dad, if this gives you any background. And I cut my finger wide open, dude. And I was probably 16 at the time, so I'm freaking out a little bit. I've never bled like that before. So I go over to my dad. I'm like, Dad, I cut myself. He goes, stop bleeding on the effing rug. I'm like, oh, okay. So I taped myself up and went back to work. It's still a little crimped, huh? It only needs to pull a vacuum. Doesn't need to be great. What do you think? You think we should do it again? Another inch off?
I think it's just gonna break the crimping part lower.
Until I don't have enough hose.
Yeah.
This side looks good. All right, we'll see if it runs. If it gives me any hard times, I'll know what to fix. Mass airflow sensor can be reinstalled at this point, which I'm gonna put it under these hoses. I don't like it on top. Boink, and then you put your
bottom.
Yeah, put your lock back in. You're solid bottom. Boom. So intake, MAF, vacuums, intake manifold secured, tightened. Did I tighten this side? Everything tightened. Let's put this cap on. I don't know if this cap, Steve, you got fingernails? Can you see if this is like a beauty cover?
Yes.
Because caution, do not over tighten screws. This may cause damage. Copy. But you want to see if that comes off? Because it says you're supposed to be able to stick it. Doesn't look like it, right? Okay. Just take that yellow off then, I guess. Yellow sticker. What do you guys think? You think I should use the GoPro more often? Or do you think it sucks? Expensive intake and some shitty shit. Shitty shit. 36% battery. We've been recording for an hour. Oh yeah. Just doesn't give you an edge to peel. Okay, I take it back. It's not bad. Why wouldn't they give you an edge to peel? Corsa Performance. It's going to add 1.5 horsepower to my truck.
It's going to add some more horses.
The light's shining right in the camera. That's how I know I'm terrible at filming videos. Guys, I want you to know this is not, I'm not getting paid for this. You could like and subscribe. That'd be sick. So that I could afford to buy stuff for the truck to install for you. Or, you know, help pay for my kids' food. Stop pointing the light at the camera. Okay. That sounds, what's the word I'm looking for? Thirsty? Pay for my channel so I can get a job.
Or you can get a fucking
Corvette
and a turbo kit.
Dude, if people subscribe to my channel, I'd buy a Corvette. Be fucking sick. I gotta clean this engine. Slacking.
Stingray, dude.
Stingray would be sick.
Like
No, I'd buy a old one.
Yeah.
Because then you buy a new car and then you're afraid to work on it. Like this truck I've owned since 2016, and this is the first thing I've done to it. You don't want to wreck your fucking $30,000-$40,000 vehicle, right?
Yeah.
I think I installed an intake. Woo. All right, guys. I'll do the buttoning up. I'm gonna get it started. See if I throw any check engine lights. So, BRB. We're installed. I think where we left off was pretty much like put this lid on.
Look, put that back on there.
I put that back on. The terminal is hooked up. Hose is hooked up. Still a little crimped, but I cut it as short as I could. This is all hooked up. A lot more air, room in here now, which I didn't realize that old intake manifold took up as much. But
we tightened these down, right?
Yeah, those are all tightened down.
You got the mass airflow.
Mass airflow sensors in and locked.
That's good. That's good. That's
I
good.
think the only thing next is to start it. So.
Oh, you put the red in there.
Yeah, I put red. Oh yeah, you can make you can make it look fancy. So red Corsa. I didn't want blue. Okay. All right, I'll go get the keys and we'll start it up.
Ooh.
like the first 30 minutes of startup after it get battery. But yeah, that opened up a lot of freaking space. Can't really hear it.
Give it a little.
I don't really notice the difference in throttle response either. But that's how you install it. Well, yeah, I do notice a difference. I can hear it. It's sucking out. Cool. That's how you do it. Battery's at 37%. I'll take it on a test drive, and then afterwards I can do a... I'm not going to say I'm going to do any more videos, because if this video flops, I'm retiring and moving to Boca. Right. But if it does good, maybe you guys could help me buy a Corvette. Nah, I'm going to tell my wife to delete that. All right, my friend Steve's going to videotape. You know how these Silverados stock are really quiet, so turn the music down. That's just the intake. It's crazy. Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
That just an intake makes that much noise.
It opens it up.
Yeah, 100% stock, only intake. Pedal commander, range, AFM disabler. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Time for an exhaust. If this video hits 7 likes, I'm getting an exhaust. Alright, let's go. Alright, that's Jaking It Easy. Appreciate you guys. I know this one was a little bit lengthy because I got the new GoPro, so I'm trying to figure out how to do this shit. If you guys like the videos, man, if you throw me a subscribe and a like, dude, I got the viewer hours, I just don't have the subscribers. So if you guys are watching ads on this and they're not giving me no money, YouTube's taking all the money from your time and my time. So I would love to make more videos for you guys, but if YouTube can pay me to help you figure shit out, hey, that's a win-win. All right.